Okay, so I just finished watching The Riot episode 2. The first fight obviously was Jazz and Queen D, so I'm just going to look at my notes. So for round 1, I'm going to give it to Queen D because Queen D was swinging. Jazz was swinging too, but it's like she keeps putting her head down as well and it didn't help. And obviously at that, for the first round, this is just my opinion of course, Queen D had her head up more and was hitting Jazz more than Jazz was hitting Queen D. Round 2, Jazz was punching more, but Queen D did gag Jazz, I would say, when she did slam her to the floor there. And I was like, Queen D, when did you get this type of strength? I feel like for round 3, Jazz was winning more because she was punching Queen D more than Queen D was punching her. But then when Queen D put her in the lock again, it's like she allowed Jazz to escape the lock and then Jazz was punching her as well. And for round 4, it was just like Jazz was punching Queen D more. I feel like overall the fight was weak, but obviously Jazz won. Then we go on to the next fight. Sorry, before we even get on to the next fight, why was Ivory punching Queen D as well? It didn't make any sense. Well, your sister already won the fight. What more do you want? And I feel like the beef they have is not even that deep where you need to be involving yourself as well. Yes, your sister can't fight. Jazz can't fight properly, in my opinion. She's not the best fighter either, cool. But why did you have to get involved? So then we move on to Fiji and Starlet now and their fight. For round 1, I would say Fiji was going in. She was punching Starlet all up in her shirt. And then obviously Starlet, she gagged me, I can't lie. She like literally flung Fiji across, but I feel like that backfired as well because 2 seconds later, Fiji then spun her around and had her in a lock and then was just eating her, like feeding her those punches. And I was thinking, you know what, yeah, Starlet, you're stuck in there for a bit. And then we went into round 2 now, and obviously Fiji was just beating up Starlet. Like, if we're gonna keep a $150, I don't know why they stopped the match as well. I don't know who was bleeding because when they zoomed into Starlet's face, I didn't see any blood. I just saw that obviously she got a black eye, but I also couldn't clearly see if Fiji was the one bleeding as well. But obviously by default anyway, we already know that Fiji won that round, and not won the round, sorry, won the whole fight. And if we go into the next fight, which was Ari and Barbie as well, obviously they're fighting over the whole JT thing. I feel like it was just dumb. Obviously he did it for a bad call. From round 1, Barbie was just tearing Ari. Like, she didn't really stand a chance. And I feel like the issue of Ari was that she's swinging blindly and she's putting her head down. So obviously Barbie can see this and she has her head up and she's just angling the punches there. So round 1, Barbie got that. Round 2, Ari didn't really stand a chance of being honest. Then we go into round 3 now, and like Barbie is just, beating her up more, and Ari needs to actually just put her head up as well and start swinging intentionally rather than just swinging blindly because it didn't really help her in any type of situation. Obviously, Ari, before round 4 even happened, she tapped out anyway, so Barbie obviously by default won, but to be fair, she was going to win anyway due to just how she was playing and stuff. They did try to say that Barbie was grabbing hair, so at the very beginning, I think in the first 2 rounds, they said that Barbie was grabbing hair. Then obviously it was like sometimes unintentional because the frontal I think that Ari had was coming off, so when she's hitting her, it's like she's accidentally like grabbing her hair and stuff. And we go into the most anticipated fight, which was Ayana and Ivory's fight. So we go into the first bit now. So when Ayana swung Ivory, I was like, oh, gagged me, gagged the set. Like, she really gagged me because that really caught me off guard. Like, I was thinking she just swung her like she was nothing. Obviously, yeah, we know Ivory had some surgery or whatever, but that is a big bitch to be swinging around. Outside of the swing, though, I would say it was a tie because they were both, like, doing face shots as well and they're going head to head. I would give round 2 to Ayana because Ayana was literally just hitting Ivory, like, hitting her, and Ivory was running into the punch as well. I feel like she was fighting out of anger, not tactical or strategic, and that's why she lost that round. I would say round 3, I think Ivory kind of got her redemption just a bit though, but it wasn't that much because I think they cut that round short. I would also say round 4, Ivory got that round, but yeah. If I'm honest, Ayana would have won if they had kept, if she stopped going out of the ring, because I know at some point twice she went out of the ring. They warned her the second time, like, if you go out of the ring, you're basically automatically disqualified, and stuff. She didn't want to listen, and she went out of the ring. But I don't know what exactly happened to her. Obviously, it's kind of obvious that she has some sort of mental health issues as well. So you could kind of see that it's like she was dissociating at some point, which was sat down when she was in the back room. But yeah, Ivory won based on that.